Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, whom I learned the truth from, and shalom to the elect, pushing the truth of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai throughout the four corners of the earth. Alright, this lesson is called Contentions, alright, and basically is going into, these other camps they call GMS. All you guys do is cause strife and contention and, talk shit and curse people out. Well, that's what the prophets of the Most High did. Alright, and that's what I'm going to go into. So this is Proverbs 28:4. They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them. Alright, so all you niggas that really forsake the law of the Most High, you're praising the wicked, man. Alright, this is going for you Egyptology niggas, you Bro Polite, Sarah Sudin. Alright, this is going for you church niggas. Okay, talking about the law's done away with. Alright, all you guys are basically praising the wicked, man. You're praising this devil, the white man. Okay. Verse 5, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. So I'm going to look up this word contend, because it said it says, but such as keep the law contend with them. Okay, so we're going to look up the word contend. So the word contend is thawara. Alright, thawara. Sorry, I looked up the word law, which is Torah. Contend. Gara. Alright, the word is gara, which means to cause strife, stir up, contend. Right? Meddle, strive, be stirred up. To stir up strife, excite strife, to excite oneself against, engage in strife, to excite oneself against foe, to wage war. Right? So isn't that what GMS is known for? Isn't that why we're hated, man? Because we wage warfare on you wicked ass niggas. Right? We curse out Nate, we curse out all these because they're false prophets, man. Okay? And that's beautiful, man. And what does the word contend in itself mean? It means to fight. Right? Like you got in the UFC, the number one contender, which is the number one fighter. Right? So that's what that word is going into. So let's read the scripture again with context, right? Because now we understand the word. Right? It says, they that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them. So we're contending with you wicked prophets, man. We're waging war, man. That's a powerful word, gara. Okay? We're waging war. Okay, we're stirring up strife. We're meddling. Alright? Let's go to the book of Jude. Alright, Jude. Verse 3. Alright, it says, Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that ye should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. So let's look up two words here. Well, actually, it won't let me look up earnest, but I'm going to look up contend. Alright, so contend, and I believe I looked up the root words before, so let me look them up again. No, it's not this one. It's this one right here. So the word here,
Strong's G75, agonizomai. Agonizomai.
Okay, agonizomai, which means to enter a contest, contend in the gymnastic games, to contend with adversaries, to fight. All you GMS guys, all you do is start riots and talk shit and fight and curse. Alright, this is self-explanatory. This is something that Nate is not going to show you, you zombies out there. Alright? Metaphor, to contend, struggle with difficulties and dangers, to endeavor with strenuous zeal, strive to obtain something. Okay? So basically when these guys are out there, we're cursing them out because they're wicked, man. We're marking them. And we're showing all the brothers that they're wicked. So they're aware, man. So they're not caught by their snares. And what did Paul compare the scriptures to, right? He compared it to a race. So that's why it's going into the gymnastic games. It's not talking about actual wrestling competitions, man, or MMA. All right. Let's go to the book of Sirach. 4. And 28. Alright, it says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. Right? So strive. Strive for the truth. Alright, so you see wicked prophets out there, false prophets, you're supposed to strive. Strive with them, basically. Meaning engage in spiritual warfare. Cut them. Alright? Cast down their imagination, as the scripture says, which is the next scripture we're going to look up. But before we do that, I'm going to look up the word strive, actually. Alright, just to get a fuller meaning. Because that GMS, man, like the elders say, you know, we look up words, man. It's very important to look up words. So the word strive means to exert oneself vigorously, try hard, okay, to make strenuous effort towards any goal, to strive for success, to contend in opposition. Now we just looked at the word contend, right? To battle or any conflict, compete. Alright, what does it say here? Number 5, to rival. So GMS, oh, we're their most hated group. That's fine, man. You know, it was written, right? That the servant is not greater than his master. So the Lord was hated in all kinds of things, man. People devise to kill him. So we're not greater than him. So we're gonna get the same thing, right? Alright. From French, estriver, to quarrel, compete, strive. Alright. So that's a good word. Alright. So now let's go to the next point I brought up about imaginations. 2 Corinthians 10. 10 and let's start at 3. It says, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. So this is what we're talking about when we read about warfare. We're not actually battling, man. We're not saying, yo, come meet me on this corner. You know, you get your nunchucks, get your baseball bats, get your ply bars, your monkey wrenches. You know, your steel pipes. Let's duke it out. It's a spiritual warfare. All right. As it says, verse 4: for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. Alright? Verse 5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Mashiach. Alright? Verse 6, and having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. Alright, so all you niggas that are disobedient, we're revenging you, man. Alright? We're waging spiritual warfare. Okay, so let's look up some words here. Let's look up pulling down of strongholds. Alright? Basically means a castle, stronghold, fortress, fastness, anything on which one relies. Which basically represent your different philosophies, man. Alright, like Nate's teaching about you don't need to know the name. That's a doctrine. We gotta cut that. People rely on that. People in this congregation literally rely on that. They quote scriptures and they don't know the meaning of. So we're pulling down those strongholds. Right, as it says here, A, of the arguments and reasonings by which a disputant endeavors to fortify his opinion and defend it against his opponent. Alright, which is basically what? A philosophy, an opinion. Which is really a vain philosophy at the end of the day. That's why it's getting pulled down. Alright? Next word is imaginations, casting down imaginations. Okay, which means a reckoning, computation, a reasoning, such as is hostile to the Christian faith, which were the Christians, the Israelites. A judgment, decision, such as conscience passes. I'm going to look up the root word as well. Basically, same thing. Basically, something that's devised, man. Calculate, compute, count. Something that a wicked nigga devises, man. Like Nate, alright? And General Gehenna talking about dude in the butt, man. That's a real degenerate, man. That's an imagination that's getting cast down. Alright? So, the next scripture is 2 Timothy. So, these are all scriptures, man, that's showing you, the younger brothers that listen, just because everyone's coming against us, you gotta hold your ground, man. These words are supposed to come from you, as the scripture says. Alright, so this is 2 Timothy 4:2. Preach the word, right? Be instant in season, out of season, which is that asshole 14th Street piece of shit. He's not doing. So you're breaking this scripture right here, you dumbass. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. Okay, let's look up those three words, man. Reprove, rebuke, and exhort. The first one is reprove, which means to convict, refute, confute, generally with a suggestion of shame of the person convicted. By conviction, to bring to the light, to expose, to find fault with, correct. Now, the problem with you niggas is, why you guys cursing everyone out? Why you guys using F word and this and that? You're worried about how it's delivered, man. You're not worried about the actual message, man. Going back to the old ass analogy that we always use, if there's a fire in your fucking house, man, and I'm your roommate, and there's a fire, and I kick down your door and tell yo there's a fire, and you get mad, why did you kick down my door? Why are you swearing? Why are you yelling? Rather than, brother, there's a fire, Some bullshit like that, man. That's what you niggas compare it to, man. And there's a big fire coming for this place, man. That's what you niggas need to be aware of. Alright, there's a big fire coming to this place. There's 200 million missiles coming to this place, man. So just because some brothers curse out and are rude, that's just a spirit, man. And the majority of us are angry, because what does the scripture says? You're supposed to be angry. It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. So if you idiots aren't mad, that means you ain't wise. Alright? By word. Right? Oh, you guys fuck shit, bitch. Those are just rude things, man. Calm down, man, To reprehend severely, chide, admonish, reprove, to call to account, show one his fault, demand an explanation. Hey, man, that's why the elders get so mad, because they knew these guys for years, man, for decades, and they knew the lies, and the lies that they told, and the lies that they're telling to this day. And why they're so mad is because they don't admit to those lies, man, and they act like everything's good, and then they try to defame the true men of the Lord, man. That's why the elders demand explanation. That's why Daniel 7, the demon, he finally, Cornelius is an Israelite. But why don't you, like the elders said, apologize for kicking the elders out for that very reason, because the elders brought up the fact that Cornelius was an Israelite, and you guys got all bugged out, man. Demand an explanation, man, alright? By deed. To chasten, to punish. Okay, that's enough, man. That's enough said on that, alright? That cuts you niggas. The next word is rebuke. Okay? To show honor to honor, to raise the price of, to adjudge, award in the sense of merited penalty. To tax with fault, rate, chide, rebuke, reprove, censure, severely, to admonish or charge sharply. Alright? And the next word is exhort, meaning to call to one side, call for, summon, to address, speak to, call upon, which may be done in the way of exhortation, entreaty, comfort, instruction. Alright? So that was that on that scripture. Alright, and let's go to 2 Corinthians 11.